everybody. Let's see who is with us. Andy is here. Abby is here working on the back porch today. That's exciting. What kind of stuff are you doing back there? I got my front porch furniture out and I'm doing some landscaping in the backyard. Miss Kendra is here. Hey, Natalie is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. We're making a sock bunny in here. Anna and Lexi are here. Hi guys, so glad you can join us live. Look at, I fixed my sign. If you were with us last week, it was backwards. That's because I am working with a new setup here and didn't realize that everything is gonna be backwards to you because it looked right to me. But now it's fixed. It's backwards to me, but it's good for you. Okay, so how about this kit you guys have full of stuffing, right? We're gonna get right into it. It's gonna be super easy and simple. There's no sewing. It's just some rubber bands, some stuffing, and then adding some decorations like a tail and some eyes and tying it off with some ribbon. So it's gonna be really cute and really simple. I am going to point my camera down to the table and let's see if that is low enough for you guys. I think so. It still gives me a good portion to work with. Okay, so when unpacking your bag, I want you to be very careful that your stuff at the bottom of the bag doesn't like stick to your stuffing when you pull it out, okay? It might, but we just want to make sure that we keep track of everything. I tried to pack it in a way that the sock kind of protected everything else. So we have our stuffing. Now, well, I'll get into that in a second. We have our sock. Oops, I'm like losing some puffballs already. Everyone's got a different kind of sock. I have pre-cut for you the 2 ears. You may need to cut down a little bit further, so you're gonna wanna ask a grown-up to do that because you need some really sharp scissors to be able to cut through fabric. And I don't want you guys to get hurt in any way. So we have some glue dots and some puffballs, 3 white and a pink. We have some googly eyes and some clear plastic rubber bands. Now, I gave you some extra rubber bands in case they broke, but I'll tell you what, when I was working with this sample, I used the same ones over and over and over again, trying to get like what's the best way to put this together. And it took a lot of use on and off before it broke. So I think you should be okay, but just in case you have some extra. Oh, and some ribbon, okay? So we got it all pulled out. Now, what I want you to be careful of is working with your stuffing because I'm gonna show you what happens if you use it too much. And I don't know, maybe you'll be able to see the difference. This is the stuffing that I was using before with the sample that I was trying to put together. So you can tell how it's kind of like a little more compact. It's not so fluffy anymore. That's what's gonna happen if you keep pulling it out, putting it back in, squeezing it, you know, so you wanna try and keep it as fluffy as possible. So what we're going to do is open up the sock so that it's heel up because the heel is going to be our head and face of the bunny. Now, this bunny is gonna be a little bit different than the one that is in the picture because I'm pretty sure that is full with rice. Rice is heavy and it causes the sock to stretch. So you get that more rounded look. You're not gonna get that with these unless you really like stuff tightly the sock. And we can't do that because I only gave you so much stuffing. I had to make sure I had enough stuffing for everybody. So we're gonna stuff it just a little bit, and it's gonna be more like oval shaped. So you're gonna take most of your stuffing, or a good portion of your stuffing, for the body, and then you're gonna save a little bit for the head, okay? So how we do this, and then you could choose whether to add feet. That's what the rubber bands are for, the feet, the neck, and the ears. So of my stuffing here, let's see, that's already separated, so I'm just going to try leaving this is going to be my head stuffing, and this is going to be my body, okay? Steven, did you forget to say hi? That's okay. Miss Kendra said hi for you. So you're going to, oh, I better take this ring off or it's going to get caught. You're going to take your body stuffing and you're just going to shove it into the sock. All the way to the bottom. Okay? And so you get kind of like this rounded shape, right? So then we would tie it off to make the head. We would stuff the rest in the heel for the head. Now, if you want to do feet, I'm going to show you how this is done. So I'm going to stick my hand into the sock and I'm going to pull off a little bit of the stuffing, just like a little ball, like this. But I'm not going to take it out. What I'm going to pinch it from the outside. So I'm sticking my hand all the way in there, and I'm going to pinch off a little bit from the outside. And I'm just going to hold it there. And then I'm going to take one of these rubber bands and I'm going to put it around that piece that I pinched. So I'm going to show you what this looks like, and then you decide if you want him to have little feet or not. Okay, so that's one. Now we're going to do 4 all together. So I'm going to do another one across from here, and I'm going to do 2 up here. So again, I'm going to stick my hand in. I'm going to pull off a piece of stuffing. Pinch it from the outside. Get this rubber band. Okay, so there, now I've got 2 feet, right? All right, so I'm going to do 2 more. You may like it just without the feet, and that's okay. But I just wanted to show you this as an option. Now he's probably not going to stand on his own unless you have some rice or you have some beans that you could put in the toe of the sock before you put your stuffing in there. That would probably help him stand. It would give him some weight. I don't want to get too far into my head area. All right, I've got 1 more to do. Kelsey's gonna watch the replay, no problem. You didn't really miss much. All we did was stuff the sock, and I'm showing you how to add feet. If you don't want to add feet, you don't have to, but you are more than welcome to stay or watch the replay. That's the beauty of it. And I'm starting to add our videos to our YouTube channel so you could spread the word. If there's anyone who has been hesitating to sign up for anything because they don't have Facebook, they could call the library to register over the phone and then catch the replay on YouTube. Okay, so here's what mine looks like with feet. I mean, I think he's kind of cute. And right now he stays because he doesn't have his head. We'll see if he stays when his head is in. Okay, so whether or not you did the feet, we now have to tie off the neck. So you are going to take one of these rubber bands and you're going to put the ears through the rubber band, pull the rubber band all the way down. And sometimes the stuffing likes to sneak through there, so push it down in there. And I'm actually going to do it a second time to make it a little bit tighter. And these little rubber bands stretch really good. All right. There you have it. I'll give you a second to catch up. Grab myself a drink. In keeping with the theme of the sock bunny, I don't know if anyone had a chance to participate in our egg hunt. Tomorrow is the last day. So come on in, count up your eggs, fill out your guess, put it in the box. On Thursday, I will go through all the guesses and see who got it right or who got the closest without going over. If there's more than one, I will put them all in a basket and pull a name, and that will be our winner who will receive a prize. Micah and Isaac, hello. I want to say hi to you guys because I know you're not here. Jude, Sienna and Alex, the other Natalie. Okay, so we have the neck tied off. And now it's time to stuff the head. Now this might actually be too much stuffing for my head, but we'll see. I tried to give you guys as much as I could. So we stuff the stuffing into the head. It's actually pretty good. And then we're gonna tie off the ears with another rubber band, just like we did the neck. How is everybody doing out there? How's Anna and Lexi? How's Steven? How's Andy? How's Natalie? How's Abby? Is your bunny taking shape? Another rubber band. So now what I was saying before, Steven's doing good, excellent. Depending on how big your head is, you might need to cut your ears to go down just a little bit further. You could see mine is tied off like right where my ears stop. So that's kind of what you want. If your slit stops up here a little bit and your rubber band is down here, you just want to snip on both sides. Anna and Lexi are doing great. That's what I love to hear. You can also shape the ends of the ears however you want. I just kind of quickly cut them into little points for you to cut the bands of the tube sock off because I had fabric scissors, so I figured I would be able to do it a lot better than you guys would. But if you have some sharp scissors and you want to make them skinnier, you know, you could do what you want. Okay, so that's the basics of our sock bunny. Natalie's doing great, good to hear. So we have these like big long ears. You could cut them shorter if you want, like in the picture. Now it's just time to add all of the decorations. So our yarn is gonna go around our bunny's neck just to kind of fancy up his collar a little bit. And I gave you a long piece. You all have different colors to kind of match your bunny. Some of you have wide ribbon, some of you have skinny ribbon. I would just take the skinny ribbon and go around like more than once because I gave you extra. And I'm just gonna tie it into a little bow. Just like this. I was getting everything together for the Smash This Journal kit. And I'm working on the kit for kindergarten readiness. Everything should be ready by Saturday. We are closed on Friday. Typically I would have them ready by Friday, but because we're closed, you can come pick them up starting Saturday. Okay, so there's our little bow around his neck. Isn't he so cute, looking dapper? Okay, now could you guess what these are for? Like we know the eyes, right? And of course every bunny has to have a cottony bunny tail. And then this is gonna form the nose and the mouth, just like that. And you're going to use your glue dots, which got pushed away over here. I'll put this back on too. And you decide the placement of your nose and your little mouth. You know, we want it lower or a little bit higher. You know, that's up to you. I kind of like it a little lower. And then the eyes would go right there. So let's go over how we use glue dots. You want to separate them all first, so we're only working with one at a time. That way we don't have any accidents. No mishaps. You take the wax paper off. That's garbage. You put the puff ball on and give it a rub. And you peel the plastic off. That's now garbage. The glue dot sticks to the puff ball. And you stick the puff ball onto your sock bunny. We start with the nose. We're gonna do the same thing with the mouths. One mouth, I should say. Any young ones still out there that didn't sign up for beginner coding, that is still open. That and the Smash Journal are the only two left to register for because Pipe Cleaner Animals and the Mini Fairy Garden are full. I'm so excited for all of the stuff for the Mini Fairy Garden. You could always use hot glue for this too if mom or dad or your grandma or grandpa or any adult in your family near you has a hot glue gun. You can ask them to hot glue these for you. I mean, the glue dots should hold. Don't treat it like a stuffed animal that you're going to carry around all over the house. Use it as a little decoration. You should be okay. All right, moving on to the eyes. I gave myself 2 different sized eyeballs, I'm just realizing right now. So this is going to be a wacky face. Now, do I want them close together like that? Do I want them far apart like that? Do I want them up high? I think down low is where they belong. I think I like them like that. You can set them up however you wish. So I bought these socks like years ago, I think for summer reading. We did Socktopus. Must have been ocean themed. And we made Soctopi, Soctopuses. There's one. I pushed in the plastic. I was pushing so hard. I don't think I have to push that hard. And they've just been sitting in a box in my office. Wasn't really sure what else to do with them. Alrighty. I'm gonna have to try and pop that plastic back out. All right, so there's his face. Now I'm just gonna put on his tail, and we are finished. You guys have to show me pictures, please, because there are some really funky, fun colored socks I sent out. And I'm sure they would make some really great sock bunnies. I need to see those brightly colored ones. So I'm gonna put him right there, I think. OMG, isn't he just adorable? Oh my goodness. So now, as I said, he probably won't stand up because his head has made him top heavy. Oh look, I did get him to stand up. And then you just like, you could style the ears to hang however you want. You could twist them so you don't see the inside of the sock. You see the outside. Look at that. Oh, he's adorable. All right, guys, I'm gonna stand up and bring the camera back up. Hey, there's everybody. So what do you think? How did yours come out? Isn't he a cute little sock bunny? And you didn't have to sew. I'm gonna have to do something with this part here. I feel like that needs to go to the back a little bit. It's from all of the scrunching up that I did. And you can adjust, if you did the feet, you can adjust them too. Just by pulling on the sock and up here, and then pulling down here will move it up. So you can adjust them. Push the stuffing around, pull it apart kind of in there, move it to where you want it to go. Isn't he cute? So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that No Sew Sock Bunny. Have a great holiday, everybody. And I will see you next week for beginner coding. Get out and enjoy the weather while it's still sun shining, because tomorrow is going to be a completely different day. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.